Hi, my name is Richie Garza. Also, you might recognize me from all the movies that I made that are published by, of course, Dick Directions. And the movies that I made so far are pretty much, you know, cochinas, cochinos, late night humps, vibrations. Do you feel that? Because it's coming. And then I'm also working on another piece called Spiderwebs, if you feel it. You know, directing porn. You know, I always wanted to do this in my life. I would direct movies in my head. I would go to sleep at night purposely so I can fantasize about the most orgasmic, realistic, some sci-fi, to a certain extent, porno idea. The bad thing about it is I would forget as soon as I wake up. So I would just have a photograph from memory and I would write down everything, jot it down, you know, with whatever I had in my hand. And just, you know, come up with these ideas, thoughts. You know, and as for a lot of people say, you know, how is it, how do you go about it, Richie? How do you do these things? How do you know what's right, what's wrong? And how do you go find these girls? Honestly, women today, especially today, always want to be video cammed. You'd be surprised. It can be from the hottest to the ugliest. It can be just whoever you can't dream of. You know what I mean? Someone out there is going to want to be in your film. Of course, it's going to cost you either time or money, depending how you play about it. I'm pretty good about it. So, basically, my style on how I do things, I go somewhere, I try to find someone who's interested, and usually I don't use this head to come up with the idea. I use this big man right here. He's full of directions, and he usually knows what he's talking about. Whenever I'm walking in a supermarket, I'm scouting. Whenever my dick's erect, it usually directs me to the right person who usually has that talent to possess those skills within the movie I'm trying to make. I usually let my dick direct me to the perfect person, and I usually do. Never fails me once. There was that one time, but it's because there's this bitch in front of this other girl. You know what I mean? It happens. It's kind of like a, not a compass, what's a good word? It's kind of like a radar, really it is. Because it just kind of, you know, it will go and point to the left. You know, if there's some talent over there to my left side, it'll go to the right. If there is another person on the right side, you know, it might go forward, might go back. Those are tricky. Those, you know, we can do things. Sometimes it's like clockwork. I mean, it'll be pointed at 11:57. Sometimes it might be pointed at 6:54. Who knows? You know, and sometimes, just sometimes, not all the time, okay? But it'll be probably the second hand. We'll just keep rotating, going clockwork, going clockwise, like that. And then whenever I do point someone out, whenever it points me out to someone with talent, I have a time limit, so it becomes an hourglass. It goes straight up, and it starts to shrivel. Eventually, when it gets all the way to this peak where it can't go up anymore, I already lost time and talent and money. So that's the best part. It's a lot of work right there. That's a lot of clockwork or something. You know, it just really all depends. You know, I usually get between 6:09, which is convenient. For me, I already got an idea what to go for. You know what I'm saying?